Hey, Shalom, I want to start off as always by giving no praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua, Hashem, Rakak, the belongs to the apostles, GMS, and honesty, brothers in the work of the Most High, truth and sincerity. This is just going to be a real quick one entitled, There the Wicked Cease from Troubling. When this is it can be found in the book of Job, and it's a cut against this notion of hell. So this is Job 3, and we'll start from verse 11. It says, Why died I not from the womb? And why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? Right, so Job's basically asking, look, man, because he was catching hell at this point. He's like, look, why didn't I, I would much rather be dead, right? He says, why did the knees prevent me, or why the breast that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet, I should have slept, then had been at rest. With kings and counselors of the earth, which built desolate places for themselves, or with princes that had gold, who filled their house with the silver, or as an hidden untimely birth I had not been, as infants which never saw light. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. Right? So yeah, that's the point. It says, but Job was a righteous man. Right? He was saying, look, I'd rather I would be in the spirit world. And they also said there, the wicked are also in the spirit world. Right? Why? Because this whole notion of hell is just is just Christian dogma, right? There is no such place as hell where you burn forever. No, the Lord is merciful, right? Let me grab this as well. This is Malachi 1, isn't it? Right, it says Malachi 1 and 4 says, Whereas Edom saith, We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, They shall build, but I will throw it down. They shall build. So sorry, let me read it. And thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, They shall build, but I will throw it down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Right? So these Edomites, the Lord has indignation for these Edomites forever. But even these Edomites are only going to serve hardcore bondage for 1,000 years. And then they're going to be destroyed. Right? This is Obadiah 1, verse 18. Right? It says, And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it. Right? So these Edomites, despite the Lord having indignation for them, against them, right, for forever, even they're not going to be burning and suffering for eternity. No, they're just going to be suffering for 1,000 years. Now those 1,000 years are going to be 1,000 long years, but there's going to be an end to it, right? That's an example of the Lord's mercies, right? But yeah, this whole idea that people are going to be burning forever, right? That's just Christian dogma. So let me go to some topics, right? See what precepts you can grab here, right? It's Ecclesiastes 3:16, right? It says, And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there, right? And what's that place under the sun? And that place under the sun is the earth, right? So on earth is the place of judgment, right? On earth is where you get your judgment, right? So what the scriptures say this, for example. Let me open that in a new tab. Right, this is Matthew 10:28. It says, And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Right, now what's this going into, right? Basically, don't fear man, right? You got these Edomites saying, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, right? Or rather, doesn't just, we'll see in the days to come, if you don't take this trip, we're going to kill you. Don't fear him, right? Fear the man that is able to fuck you up in this life and then fuck you up in the next life. And that's what this is going into, right? Because basically what's this, destroy both soul and body in hell, right? So after you die, right? Because when you read scriptures in the hell, it's when you read the word hell in the scriptures, right? What you call it? You have in this what it's talking about. Really, it's referring to the grave, right? It's basically saying, after you die, fear the Lord, because the Lord can make you come back looking like a cripple, not looking like a cripple, make you come back as a cripple, right? Make you come back. You got this ailment, that ailment, all messed up, blind, whatever, what have you, right? Which men in the ancient world, they knew these things, right? This is an example. John 9. It says, and Yahushua passed by, and as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Right, so the understanding here is that they knew, and once also they knew about reincarnation, which is, it's important in the scriptures, right? Without reincarnation, the Most High is a lie, and we know that the Most High is not a man that he cannot lie. So reincarnation is very important for the scriptures, right? It ties up a load of different things. For example, the prophecy that which was given to King David, right? It says, your son will build my house, right? But if he commit iniquity, he shall be chastised with the rod of men. Now, King Solomon did commit iniquity, right? King Solomon committed iniquity. You can read that in 1 Kings the 11th chapter, right? But there is no account of him being chastised with the rod of men. Right now, if you have ears to hear, right, King Solomon and whom the world calls Jesus Christ, we call him what we know his real name is Yahushai. They are the same person in the reincarnation, which is why Matthew 1:1 it says Yahushua Mashiach, the son of Abraham, the son of David, right? Because he was both the son of Abraham and the son of David, right? He was Isaac and King Solomon, right? If you can receive it, right? So they had this understanding of reincarnation, right? But they also had an understanding that if if you don't do the right thing in this life, you'll be judged about it in the next life, right? Now this is Exodus 20:5, right, which says, "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them," right, to referring to the idols. "For I, Yahweh, thy power, my jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me." Right now, that third and fourth generation is going into reincarnation. Right now, if you're wicked, you'll get your judgment, right, in those reincarnations, right? So now you see how reincarnation and this whole notion of hell links up, right? So yeah, we read that one, Ecclesiastes 3, all right. It says 2 Ezra 14:35. It says, "For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again." Right. So reincarnation, hell, all of that, coming together. It says, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. Right. So once again, this idea that you actually get judged on earth when you come back, right, on earth, right? Another example, right, is in Matthew 11:23. It says, "And now Capernaum, which are exalted unto heaven, shall be brought down to hell." Right, so he's telling me a city, got taken and started burning in hell. No, right? It says, "If thy mighty works which have been done in thee had been done in Sodom, it would have remained until this day." Right? 2 Corinthians 5:10, "For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahushua Mashiach, right, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad." Right, let's see if it goes into the verse. No, it doesn't really go into more in verse 11. Right, but yeah, that's what happens. You go into spirit realm, you get judged, right, and then in the next life you come back and then you live out your judgment, right? So that's why, for instance, the scriptures say this. This is Job 4:7, right? It says, "Whoso remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, right, or where were the righteous cut off?" Right now, how would this apply to a little child that dies immediately, right, or is born, with 3 heads or whatever? Right now, they just here living out their judgment from the wickedness that they committed in their last life, right? And that's going once again into this reincarnation. Right, I'll just grab this. This is Revelation 20 and 14 says, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. So wait, hang on, what's this? What does this mean? Right? Hell was cast into the lake of fire. But once again, this is just just a couple of precepts, a couple of points going into the fact that this whole idea of hell is, it's not scriptural at all, right? So like I said, just a little quick video, and everything. Yeah, so as always, Lords, what I was edifying. Till the next time, Shalom.